Hello everyone. Chapter 5, Discounted Cash Flow Valuation. This chapter covers the present value and the future value of the multiple cash flows. In Chapter 4, we looked at the lump sum cash flow, which is one-time cash flow. Chapter 5, we'll see the multiple cash flows. So the part 1 is uneven multiple cash flows. So let's calculate the future value of the multiple cash flows. The example is you think you will be able to deposit $4,000 at the end of each of the next 3 years in a bank account, paying 8% interest. You currently have the $7,000 in the account. How much will you have in 3 years? What about 4th year? So this question asks you the future value in year 3 with multiple cash flows. The first cash flow is the current cash flow you have, $7,000, and then $4,000 for the next 3 years. So the way to find the future value of the multiple cash flow, especially for uneven cash flows, we need to calculate the future value of each cash flow and add them up. That's how to get the future value of multiple cash flows. So year 0, currently we have $7,000. Up to year 3, so if we draw a timeline, this is timeline. 0, 1, 2, and 3. And you have 7,000 and 4,000, 4,000, and 4,000. These $7,000 will compound interest for 3 years. 8% 3 years will become $8,817.98. Next, $4,000 in year 1, compound interest for 2 years, becoming $4,665.60. Year 2, this 4,000, 1 year to compound interest will become 4,320. And finally, the year 3 value is $4,000, no time to compound interest, so simply 4,000. If you add them up, then that will be the future value in year 3, $21,803.58. So that's the answer. Now, what about value at year 4? You don't add any cash flow, you don't add any cash in year 4, so simply this 3-year future value compound 1 more year interest, so times 1 plus interest rate, 8%. 4th year future value will be $23,547.87. Then what about present value? Present value is the same. Again, we have 3-year cash flow, and currently we have 7,000 and 4,000, 4,000 and 4,000. Simply get present value of each cash flow and add them up, then that will be the present value of this cash flow. By the way, there's a typo here. This is present value. So year zero value is simply 7,000. Present value is still 7,000. Year one, this 4,000, 1 year discount back to the present. So divided by 1 plus 0.8, $3,703.70. Year two, 4,000, 2 year back discounted to the present. So $4,000 divided by 1 plus 8% square, $3,429.36. Year three, 4,000, 3 year back to the present. So 4,000 divided by 1 plus 8% to the third, $3,175.33. If you add them up, then $17,308.39 will be the present value. Calculate present value of each cash flow and add them up. That will be the present value of the multiple cash flow. But there's a way to calculate, especially for present value, by using our BA2 Plus calculator. This worksheet called the cash flow worksheet. Cash flow worksheet, you need to use CF, but this key, CF, is the cash flow. If you press CF, then you must have CF 0 equals to 0. Before using it, we need to clear the calculator memory. Unlike time value of money function, we should use clear work function. So second, then these keys, C key is a clear work, CLR work. Clear work button, then it clears previous memory. So that's the thing that you need to do before using cash flow worksheet. You should have CF 0 equals to $0. Now we need to enter the cash flow in each year. So for example, ours are $7,000, zero cash flow 0. Then press, 7,000. Press 7,000 and press enter button. Then you should see CF 0 equals to 7,000 and then press down arrow. Then you should see C01 and 0. C01 is the first cash flow. First cash flow 4,000, so enter 4,000. So press 4,000 and press enter button, enter key. Then you should see C01 equals to 4,000. And if you press down arrow, then you will see a little different key, is F key. So F01 equals to 1. That's the default. This is the frequency function. The frequency means if you have same cash flow for the subsequent years, subsequent period, then you can use this key. So for our case, we have $4,000 3 times in a row. Then you can just simply just press 3 and enter. So 3 and enter, then become F01 equal to 3. Then it automatically assumes that your first, second, and third cash flow will be $4,000. Just how to use frequency function. If you don't want to touch this one, you just leave it and press down and just put $4,000 as a C02 and C03. That's another way. But if you know this F function, then it's very convenient. So after completing, putting all cash flows, Then you need to press NPV button. And when you press NPV, you should see I. I is interest rate. As we all know, interest rate is 8%. So press 8 and enter. Then you should I equals to 8. And then press down arrow. And you will see NPV equal to 0. Does it really mean that NPV is a 0? Press CPT, compute. Then you will get the number. You will get the answer. Next slide show detailed inputs. So these are the cash flows, and this is a way to, well, when you want to use the frequency 1 equal to 3, as I said, or you can do one by one. Just leave 1 and then 3 times. Then you have $17,308.39. Same answer. You can also use Excel function too. So you can use Excel function too. Let's use it. We have 7,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. This contract is 8%. When you get the present value, you use function called NPV. And the first is rate, which is discount rate. And second is value 1, value 2, value 3, so cash flows. Be careful. You should start from cash flow 1 to the end, not 0, because this value 1 is cash flow 1. But as you know, we also have the current cash flow. You should add current cash flow. $17,308.39. Once you get it, then you can get the future value too. So because if we have positive present value, we will have the negative future value, right? So just to put negative and future value and the discount rate, number of period 3 and PMT 0, and then present value is a present value we calculate. Then we have $21,803.58. Okay, so that's how to get the present value and future value using Excel. Okay. So this is pop quiz. You're offered an investment that will pay $200 in year 1, $400 the next year, and $600 following year, and the fourth year, $800. You can earn 12% on similar investment. What is the most you should pay for this one? Hint is find the present value of this cash flow. Solve it. So we can use the calculator from 0 to 4. So we have to press CF button. Then you have to clear first the second and clear work. So second, clear work. and CF0 equal to 0, so you just leave it as a 0 and down arrow. Okay. Then C01 is 200, so press 200 and enter. Then you have C01 equals to 200 and down. And there's no same cash flow in a row, so just leave F equals to 1 and down. And then 400, second cash flow, enter. Then C02 equals to 400, down. 600, enter. That's the third cash flow, so C03 equals to, actually you have to press down again because the F02 equals to 1, right? So 600, enter, down, and down again because it's F03 equals to 1. Finally, 800, enter, that's a C04. Press down arrow, then you confirm that F04 equals to 1. Press NPB, and I equals to 12, right? So 12, enter. Then you have I equals to 12, and down, then press CPT. Compute, then NPB equals to $1,432.93. That's the NPV. So that is the present value. Okay, so that's the end of the first part. I'll see you in the second part.